Sound the alarm. The Bitcoin price is dumping. Is it time to panic, or could it potentially be time to get this crypto? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. Today we're going to discuss the Bitcoin price and the dump taking place right now. Not only is Bitcoin dumping, but we are seeing the gold and silver prices absolutely tanking. At the time of recording, silver is down over 14% on the day. Absolutely savage. Is there any type of correlation here? What could possibly be causing this? And is the Bitcoin bull run potentially in jeopardy? But of course, before we begin, this is not investment advice. This is not trading advice. I am not your financial advisor. Always do your own research and your own due diligence before investing or trading, as this market is extremely high risk, and these are only my own speculative opinions. With that being said, let's begin right here on the 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin. First and foremost, I think it's clear to see that we did have somewhat of a double top, right? And this double top did not come in at some random area in the chart. It came right in here at this red line of macro historic price action resistance. Right here, if we go to the logarithmic scale, weekly time frame, and if we switch it from candlesticks to the line chart, I think it's pretty obvious where this resistance is coming in at, my friends. And we did happen to close last week's weekly candle right there upon that weekly resistance line. So for me, this was expected. This was an area where we could have potentially sought to see some type of resistance, and we are seeing that right here, right now. Above all else, this still could be a bullish pattern, right? We still have a flat line of resistance along the top and an ascending line of potential support along the bottom. What does this create? Ding, ding, ding. Chicken wings for dinner, tofu if you're vegan, an ascending triangle pattern formation. This does not have to play out like this at all, right? I'm just stating that for the bulls, for the moon boys that get upset when they see the word dump in the title, that there is still possibly somewhat of a bullish pattern here on a micro perspective, right? And if you'd like to draw it, there you go, something like that. And if this upward sloping support line can be maintained, we could look for a potential and optimistic breakout of that flat line of resistance along the top. Let's get this crypto. But for those that really aren't so moon boyish and just want to see the overall direction of the trend, what the indicators are saying, etc., well, we did have that double top there. Right now, here on the daily DPO, let's actually focus in on that one. We'll make this large here. The DPO is focusing on potential market cycle tops, whether that be macro or micro, and we could see the confluence here throughout time, my friends. It coincides with so many market tops, on a short time frame here, my friends, where we've seen time and time again, the DPO has just been so pinpoint accurate before these sell-offs, and right now, we did see the DPO come up into this range. If you are subscribed to this channel, you would know that I've been pointing this out, my friends, saying that this area in particular could be a problematic zone for Bitcoin. And if you're not already subscribed, hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, tick the little bell, select all, and let's get this crypto. Welcome to the most realistic Bitcoin technical analysis channel you're ever going to find. With that being said, so the DPO was a warning sign, still is to me, right? We haven't truly really even seen anything yet if this is going to continue to dump. Just think about something like silver, which is dumping absolutely heinously right now. Of course, these markets do not have to be correlated, but I do want to pull up a piece of news here that is potentially the reason for this all, okay? And that is because we've seen Treasury yields in the U.S. spike amid optimism for a smooth reopening and strong economic data that is per CNBC. So basically, we've seen the Treasury yield spike a bit. That has given some optimism back into the traditional markets. As we can see here, the S&P 500 is still moving up in the green today, just a little bit. Dow Jones up just a little bit in the green. But the big takeaway here, my friends, is that the US dollar index is down in the red just a bit. Albeit, I think that we could possibly here see a rebound, which we'll discuss a little bit more in just a bit. But essentially everything is down besides equities, right? I mean, cryptos are getting hit hard today. Gold is getting hit hard today. Gold mining stocks, silver mining stocks getting hit absolutely hard. So right now, it appears that the sentiment has shifted back towards equities and treasuries, at least for the time being. That is always subject to change. So with Bitcoin being at a resistance zone, with that double top coming in, with our DPO showing that, hey, it's possible that we are right now looking to form at least a macro top in a cycle, right? Just because historically we've seen that happen so many times. Then if we move along to the RSI here, let's just take a look, my friends. Let's just show you what's happened here. Let's actually get this DPO out of here and let's show you, okay? So right here, we had ascending highs and we have descending highs on the RSI. Bearish divergence, my friends. We're seeing bearish divergence right now on the one-day time frame for Bitcoin at a resistance zone with the aforementioned potential catalyst there in the bond yields rising. Okay, so we were in oversold, we were in overbought territory anyway, which could have been a sign for a dump. Now we are seeing a bearish divergence. I mean, it is what it is. Okay, now let's take a look here at the MACD. We are seeing a potential cross right now, daily time frame there on the MACD, and then let's take these off of here and let's just leave our histogram up. And I want to show you as well ascending price action, descending on the MACD histogram, another bearish divergence, my friends. So we have a double bearish divergence. We also have the potential cross there on the MACD as well. We have the DPO, my friends, is right there in the same box that's been the top of a market cycle time and time and time again. Little James, you gotta understand, my friend, that there are some times in these markets where a pullback is expected, where a pullback can be healthy, and it does not have to be the end of the world. So if this is going to continue downward, what is my plan? What am I potentially looking to do here in terms of how I'm going to speculate? Let's dive right into that right now. But my friends, if you haven't already, please, a thumbs up for the video is very much appreciated. A comment, you could say anything. Thanks, Kirby. Get wrecked, Kirby. And like I stated earlier, if you're not already subscribed, welcome to the channel. Hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, and select all. Let's get this crypto. So I pointed out on the last stream that I had already closed my long position. I went long right in here, my friends, at about 95.25. Shout out to my VIPs. I did keep you guys updated with my exact entry when I went in there, and I have since closed out my trade. So let me pull that up for you guys here. You guys know that I did close my trade, right? I wound up taking profits all the way up for a net average profit of plus 15%. I have exited my long. I am no longer long at this time. That doesn't mean the price can't continue to move up. I don't have a crystal ball, but what I have in front of me is a chart suggesting that, hey, it's possible that there is some buyer exhaustion here. And with my spectacular entry right now, I've taken my risk off the table. I'm reevaluating and I'm looking to set up my next trade. So in terms of a target, if this is going to dump, let's discuss. Oh, and of course, if you want to see how I am going to be setting up my next trades, I post all of that for you exclusively in VIP. So you can see all of my trade setup ideas in real time in VIP. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video, okay? But let's get to the targets here. So first and foremost, if we're talking about straight price action, we have this green box right here, okay? And this is a range of confluence dating all the way back into 2018. Now, we could see here, it really starts around this area, and then we had a multi-month support there, a resistance, a resistance, a resistance, and now, per classical technical analysis theory, if we are to dump back in here, we would like to potentially see old resistance turn into new support before a next move to the upside. So for me, in and of itself, this zone here, basically, I mean, anywhere from about 10,500, 10,600, all the way down into the mid 9,000s is fair game for some potential support to come in. Now let's use our Fibonacci retracement tool here to see if we get any further confluence. So we'll pull up from the bottom to that top there. And what I want to point out, my friends, is that here on the excuse me, this was the wrong one to pull up. Let's pull it up from right here. That was the macro move. I actually want to pull the micro move here from our last bottom before our rip to new highs, right? Because we're focusing on the micro move right here. So for me right now, we do have the 0.5 and the 0.618 right there around 10,500 to 10,200. And if you are subscribed to this channel, you would know that between the 0.5 and the 0.618 is the honey hole of Don Carbonaccio. And for me, my friends, I think that that confluence looks completely and utterly beautiful. And even if we are to dump down that far, which would be quite heinous, my friends, it could be, you know, roughly about a 10% drop from this point in time. And from the top there, right, from the very top into that spot, it could be about 15%, which would be on par with a heinous pullback. I don't think it has to be the end of the world. I think that this could possibly be a healthy retracement to form a base upon this range here to then potentially continue the bull market. Because we do all know right now that the DXY, the US dollar index, has been in a very bearish move. The trend for the US dollar has been very, very bearish here. But you guys can see, dating all the way back into the 1980s, this green box here, this range, has acted as a range of confluence, support and resistance flips time and time and time again. And right now, we are essentially at the bottom of this box. We are painting a tentatively a green candle there on the monthly, albeit there's a ton of time left. But we did get a doji there at the bottom, and we are right now, for the time being, seeing some green on this week's candle. And on the daily time frame, we could possibly be painting a W reversal pattern there at the bottom. And if that is in fact to wind up playing out with a move to the upside, right? Let's pull up our indicators as well. You guys could see here that the RSI on the daily has been oversold, right? So this could indicate a potential bounce in and of itself. And right now, my friends, basically, if we are to see a pump here on the US dollar index, it wouldn't surprise me with the bond yields as well, causing concern here for things like metals and potentially cryptos as well. If that move in the dollar does happen to go up, it wouldn't surprise me for Bitcoin to potentially sell off a bit. Again, this does not need to happen, right? I don't have a crystal ball. What I have is probabilities and the chart in front of me. And I do the best that I can to personally look to crush this market and get this crypto. Like I've stated, right? Sure, I took an absolutely huge profit on my last trade here. Doesn't mean that the price can't move up. It's just that for me right now, there was more risk to continue holding my long position there. For my style of trading, rather than to just take my gigantic profit and look for my next position. So right now, keep your eye on the US dollar, keep your eye on the treasury yields, my friends. And very importantly here as well, watch what's going on with gold and watch what's going on with silver. I mean, these are catastrophic debacles here today, my friends. I mean, this isn't one day where I'm pulling it from, but this is the top of the move. Silver is down 17% in less than a week's time, okay? And today it's down about 13% at the time of recording now. So keep your eye on these, my friends. Things are certainly heating up here. The VIX as well, volatility index is spiking a bit here today. You know, very, very interesting times ahead here. So, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Bitcoin continues to sell off. You know, the big fish to fry is to get through this $12,100 level and close a weekly candle there, right? So I want to see this line chart, something like this, right? And then we could look to potentially move further up, purely, in my opinion, because of the fact that there's just not much resistance up here at all, right? And that's what I want to see. If we can get above 12,100, that to me looks like the spot where there is a heightened potential and a heightened probability for a potential blue sky breakout to occur, possibly to look to run up towards new all-time highs if the dollar does continue its longer-term downtrend and things like that. But right now, I'm looking to either buy this dip or short this thing absolutely aggressively. So, I mean, I'm watching this like a hawk with an eagle eye right now. I'm preparing to strike very shortly here, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want to see exactly how I'll be setting up my next trade here, okay? Exactly where I'm looking to enter, exactly where I'm looking to potentially take profit, exactly where I'll be placing my stop losses, all of that. My friends, I will be posting that exclusively for you in VIP. If you are not already in my VIP, I will see you in VIP right now after this video. Today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. Just a quick video here today, my friends. I mean, many are going to panic here, trembling like a leaf in the wind. Don't get wrecked. Don't get caught like a deer in the headlights. Leave wrecked city for average Joe and James at the water cooler, right? Because all up here, the FOMO has set in, my friends. Not that it can't break higher. It's just that there's not been a confirmation yet, right? That we've gotten above this range, especially on that weekly line chart, and that things are looking on the up and up. In fact, for me, things are looking a little bit concerning. But you know, right now, little James has got his moon boots on. He's you know, the astronaut costume, eating chips on the couch. Oh, I'm gonna be rich, Kirby. All right, little James. You know, to each their own. For me, right now, I'm just remaining cool, calm, and collected, preparing to strike on my next trade for a potentially life-changing opportunity. And if you'd like to see exactly how I'll personally be strategizing for that next trade, my friends, I will see you exclusively in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto. I'm ready to potentially crush this market like a 2-ton man on a tuna fish can. Let's get this crypto. So my friends, one last time, if you could leave a thumbs up for the video, I so appreciate it. A comment, anything, say get wrecked Kirby, thank you Kirby, anything, my friends. And if you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, and select all. Let's get this crypto. I will see you in VIP right now after this video. I'm ready to crush it. Let's get this crypto. So my friends, until next time, the Don has spoken. Be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs.